Okay,
Okay.
sir. Very good evening to you.
Yes, yes. Very, very good evening to you. So we are
How
meeting at
are
the
you,
first.
sir? Yeah,
Yeah,
yes, sir.
great. What about you?
Yeah, I'm great, doing well.
Okay. So may I know about you
Yeah,
something?
yeah, sure. And thank you so much for giving me this chance for introduction to myself. My name is Ranjeet Singh. I belong to Rajasthan, and I am in center government job. And right now, I am posted in West Bengal. And about my educational qualification, I have done post graduation in English literature. And about my hobbies, I love to listen music, and I also love to sing songs. And since 1 year, I am also watching the English contents for improving my communication. That's all about me. And can you say about you, sir?
Yeah, yeah, definitely. For it, I would like to say something that yeah, you have a government job, and so it's really very good. So is there any need of speaking English in your field where you work?
Actually, in my job, spoken English is not required. The mode of conversation to each other is Hindi only. Mostly we use Hindi language, and it's because of my passion. There was a spark in my heart that I have to also improve my skill in spoken English. So that's why I started. And at sometimes some events, incidents happen with me that someone were talking in English language. I was also there, and they started to talk with me in English language, and I was unable to make a conversation with those people. So I also thought that I should also know about the spoken English language. So there was a spark in my heart that I should also learn this language to talk with anyone, and to not feel ashamed in future with anyone. Sometimes I have to go to my children's school, and the teachers start to make a conversation in English language. At that time, I feel good, I feel confident to have a conversation in English with those teachers and other persons to whom I am talking. So that's why I am working on that.
Yes, yes, definitely. English is really very need, these days. No matter what
Yeah,
you are
yeah,
doing, if you have a knowledge about English, it's mean you can know all the thing about our planet. When wherever we go, we find in English. Everything we just find in English. And if I talk about our generation, so we can teach them. We can teach them in
yeah,
English because English is really very important. I don't want that my next generation to face those difficulties which we are facing. That here there is no environment. However, like we are struggling day by day to catch this language. That what is the secret of this language and how can we can catch this language? So it was really very hard not to crack for me as well. But however, I managed to learn this language. Now I can speak a little bit. So I'm happy now because earlier I was unaware of this language that like when two people talk to each other in this language. So I was couldn't understand that time, though I was educated person. But the benefit of being educated, if you don't know about this language, so it's like uh, I felt like I'm uneducated person in front of them. So yeah, and I must say that I haven't learned this language for getting a job. So I have learned this language because it was my dream, because I wanted to see that when two people talk each other, so how they talk to each other and how come they attract to each other, like other person is different place and that person is different place, however they are talking to each other, they are like sharing their thought, sharing their culture. So it's really very amazing. That was the thing which like made me fascinate about this language. So yeah,
yeah.
it's good because
That,
everyone should learn this. Yeah.
That's great, and I have listened about your story. Your story is so inspirational. In some of video I have seen, you were saying about your story. So in between, can you introduce yourself for my viewers who will watch this video in future, so
Thank you.
that they can be motivated?
Thank you so much, sir. Actually, when you told me that I have done this and I have this type of job, like in this like government job, do you have? So I'm not too much educated, I don't have any idea about qualification, about any job. The people, when they start talking about their experience and their the course which they are doing, they are pursuing for government exam. So I don't know anything about those things. However, I just say that because live, I belong to a very small village and I haven't gone outside, and I don't have any experience to talk to people, how come that though I know a little bit English, so I'm happy to talking to you like that. I have this opportunity that I'm talking to a person who is really very educated, highly educated person. So it's really very I must say that it's really very amazing for me. So if I talk about myself, so I belong to a small village and where you can't find good education, so I used to graze buffalo. However, still I'm still sometimes I go to graze buffalo and I just work at my farm. And if I talk about my education system, so yeah, I have completed my 12th class, but without going to school. I never went to school. Like how can I say? But I have managed to pass the 12th class, but without. I don't know the subject. I don't know the subject. What the subject? But however, I completed 12th class just because of my friend asked me to complete 12th class. Otherwise, you 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 will not be respected in the future. So I said okay. So that is why I completed my 12th class. And after that, I have a fashion. I had a fashion to learn English. So that time I didn't have anything apart from a book, which was not mine. I borrowed that book from my friend. So he gave me because he was not fond of reading English book. So he gave me. So whenever I got time, so I, learn English. Just tenses and passive. And even I didn't know any. I didn't have any idea about the grammar and anything. However, since it was my dream, so whenever got time, like once in a week and once in a month, so I read that book. And I have given up so many times. Okay, leave this English. Who English is will not work for me. I live in village area and villager can't learn English. And here there is no one with whom I improved my English. So I just left. I gave up. So since when I bought this mobile, 2 years ago, I bought this mobile, and so I engrossed listening song, playing games, and watching movies. Like my friend, they when they also bought their mobile, so they engrossed with their listening mode. And you must have any idea that when any blazer bought a mobile, so what they can do, they generally listen song and watch movie and playing game. So I also used to do this, but one day I thought, okay, I have a good like platform like social media, so let's learn any skill through that social media, so that I can utilize my time. So one day I just spoke because I'm to be honest, I don't know how to write in English. So I spoke that okay, English. I just turn on the mic and I spoke English. So there were so many videos started flashing through my channel, like on YouTube. So I clicked one of those and I learned tenses that day. So I thought it is really very amazing thing. I can learn English from there. So since then I stopped watching movies, listening song and playing game. I started utilizing my time to learn English. Now it has been 2 years since I have been learning English. Now I am able to speak English. So that's why it was my dream. That is why I worked on that.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
that's
great. You are having so motivational story. And
yes.
uh, I would like to ask about your job, your profession. What do you do for your survival?
Here there is nothing to do. What can I do? Like I just work at farm and taking care of. I have two fellows. I take care of them. And though like 2 months ago I used to do a job in private sector, so whenever I get any chance, so I go there and I work, but not for regularly. So it's like I work as a laborer. So it's happened. Some of my villagers also they work like that. So whenever I ask them, okay, is there any work? So uh, if if there is any vacancy, so they call me and I go there and I work like that.
That's the true motivation for everyone who will watch this video in upcoming futures, because you belong from a small village, and I also belong from a small village, but your story is different than others, and you are still grazing buffaloes, and you are working your household works, and you were so poor that you could not go to your school in 12th 11th and 12th class, right?
Yes,
And
yes.
despite all the things, that despite all the situations you you've gone through, you did all, and you are so passionate to learn about spoken English, and you are doing very well, and you have also become a motivation to others who are also working to improve their spoken English. So that's the true motivation, that if you can, then I also can, and anyone can do it,
Yes,
because it's
yes.
not a big thing that nobody can do it, and it's not so hard that nobody can do it. Anyone can do it by practicing. There is requirement of passion, there is requirement of a spark in their heart or mind. Any person can do anything, right?
Yes, yeah, yeah, you are saying right. Because if you are passionate about your dream and you are honest with your goal, so definitely nobody can stop you if you have decided to complete your goal. So this is your goal, your dream, so you have to work. Why I should I take advice to some other people that okay, whether should I do this or not? Who they are? You are the only person who can do something for yourself. You are the one who spoil your life, and you are the one who can sign your life in your future. So we have to decide for our dream, not to others. So I was crying every single day holding a grammar book in a corner of the room. That, oh my god. So I wanted to learn English because it is my dream. So what should I do? I didn't know even a single word in English. It is true. And there was no one who can guide me, who can like teach teach me that time. But I was crying whole day that what should I do. But I I didn't give up totally. I have given up so many times that okay, because here in village area, so many people, if you take advice, so always people give you wrong advice. They don't want you to grow in your life. They always want you to destroy your life. So I faced so many problems. Even my family members, they didn't want me to do study. They wanted me to go to farm and work. They believe in hard working. They don't believe that if you go to school and study, so it's mean you are not doing well. You are not supposed to the family member of this family of village. So you just go to farm and work with them. So I did that, and even I enjoyed that. Okay, I'm going to farm and I don't have to go to school. I was happy in my childhood. But I didn't know that I'm spoiling my life. So yeah, it was happened. So I was fascinated about to learn English. So that is why I didn't give up totally. Here, if I talk about my friends, so they didn't have any skill. Like they are still uneducated person. If I didn't have if I had not have if I did I sorry, if I didn't have this dream, so I wouldn't be like them. They work as a place, they work as a farmer, so I also work as a farmer, but I have completed my this dream. So I am really very happy that yes, I can speak to anyone. So it is really and even
That
I whatever I have learned by myself, first, though it was really hard not to crack, however, I practiced by myself. People say that, like, oh, I don't have an environment, and how should I, learn English? Not only English. If you are passionate about to catch your dream and goal, so everything start come towards you. When you start, at least every person should start one time. How come you just okay, you just thinking that how should I do this, how should I do that? So until you start doing, how can you get idea to do that? You just think
yeah,
not to. So
and
after some time you just take advice, and you will be humiliated, and you will be demotivated. Then your dream finish that. So everyone should do hard work in their life to achieve their dream and goal. Definitely it will happen. You are going to learn anything from that.
yeah,
So
that's great. And in current digital era, if anyone want to learn any skill, there is no lack of resources, because resources are available in our hand only, like mobile phone, right? We can learn anything from our mobile phone. Everything is available in our mobile phone, right?
everything, yes, we should take advantage. People here
Yeah,
there are like, people they can use this, like in a bad way, in a good way. So it is depend on you that how you are going to use. This is really
yeah,
very big platform here, where you can share your skill, where you can learn any skill from there, so that you can also become a good person for other people. People here are there are so many people who just teach so many subjects here, so people are taking advantage from there. Otherwise it's really very difficult to find a teacher of biology, of English, of math. So and I must say that in order to get any teacher, you have to go to city, and you have to invest time, and you have to invest money as well. So we are getting so many things, so we should take from here. We don't invest our time just playing game and listening song. No, I can't. I uninstalled my so many application from the mobile, because those applications attracted me towards. Right now I have a Facebook. So whenever I try to learn something, so when I opened my mobile, I saw in front of that Facebook application. So I that time I just started thinking, okay, should I open Facebook account, or should I go to YouTube to learn something? So I just hide that. I hide those applications which are unwanted for me. So I just hide them, so that I can't see those application when I open the mobile. I can see just YouTube, so that I can learn from there. So it's
it
happened.
depend on us that which application we are using, which application is beneficial for us, which application is not good for us. It's depend on person to person. If a person want to improve any skill, he can. So I would like to ask you that what's your future dream? Where would you like to see you after 2 or 3 years?
There is no dream. How can I say that I have a dream? I had a dream, so I completed. But now I don't have a dream, because you don't like everyone knows that in order to find any job, in order to find a government job, it's really very difficult. Not difficult, but you can't, nobody can achieve
No,
any
but
government.
government only government job is not everything, na. There are so huge circles to do something for
Yeah,
society.
yeah, even like I can see the
Education
people.
for others is also a good thing. Follow YouTube as well, because you are a good YouTuber.
Thank you so much. But okay, I'm wondering that how come I get any job. so I can get a job in any private sector, because government job, I haven't done so many studies, so it's really, it is not a cup of tea for me. So yeah, I'm thinking about any job in private sector. Yeah.
Okay. And I think upcoming 2 or 3 days, you will become a good motivation for so many so many people, right? Because now your videos are going so much viral because your story is so motivational. Because from which level you have grown up on that level, nobody can expect that a person who don't know a single word of the English language and single sentence, how to construct a English sentence, and who has grown till now, nobody can expect fact, and either your family and friends also can't believe it, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So
So it is useless to speak in front of them, though they just jealous of me that okay, Gyanendra know how to speak English, but we can't. So yeah, that time I feel good because I thought that okay, if I hadn't decided myself to learn English, so I am also one of them like now. So I wanted to see myself out of the box, you know. If you are standing in the crowd, so who can see you? It's like you, everyone, like you are lost in the crowd. So I wanted to see myself out of the box so that people can see me, that who am I. So yeah,
yeah,
it's
that's
happened.
great.
So
And
it is.
any suggestion for spoken English if you want to give to viewers?
Of course, definitely. That I would like to say something for beginner who just cry and they just think that how what should I do and how should I learn English. So definitely everyone can learn English. This is a language. If you are that if you really wanted to learn English, so that it definitely you can learn, because I didn't know that time even a single word, and I have completed this language within 2 years, you know, through this mobile. I haven't hired any teacher, I didn't go any institute, I just learned by just just learned some, you know, structure, and I practiced them by myself. And even right now I don't know how to write English, you know, but I have figured out that what is wrong, what is right. So I haven't written anything, and I hate writing, I hate reading, just I listen and I speak. So people, most of the people say that okay, in order to learn English you have to write, reading, listening, speaking. So okay, if you are procrastinate like I was procrastinate person, you know, I was lazy person. I hated, I hated writing by my hand, because I was like kind of uneducated person, so I didn't have any habit to write. So I just speak, I spoke by myself, that is why I'm able to speak, but I can't able to write. So of course everyone can learn English easily. They want to learn English, you don't say that okay, I don't have an environment, I don't have a teacher, I don't have an institute. You are the teacher for yourself. Here you have so much, so it is a big platform with you. Just stop scrolling your finger on Instagram and Facebook and utilize your time. See, if you are continue with your goal, definitely it will affect on you. See, like you just work, you know, work on your goal, and after 1 and 2 weeks you will see the result, that okay, where I was and now where I am. So definitely it will work to anyone, just they honest with you. It is really very neat that there are so many situations when we couldn't we can't decide ourselves that what should I do. But no, no matter what is going on, no matter what is gonna be happen, just believe in yourself and do. Yeah, this is all.
Yeah, yeah, you did great advice to the viewers, and anybody can learn about spoken English. It was very good advice, and I think that this video will motivate to the English learners, spoken English learners. It's very nice. And do you want to ask any question to me as well?
Okay, I have too much to talk, but okay, I will talk to you next time. Definitely. I'm so happy that you took some time for me. I'm so glad that people who are highly qualified, they are connecting me these days. So it's really very good for me. Otherwise, I'm not supposed to talk to any highly qualified person. When they
No,
talk
no,
about
I'm not a highly qualified person. It's pleasure for me that you gave me time because my schedule is different. That's why I was talking about my time because I can talk at 7:30, like etc. And it's very nice to see you on my screen. And you talked to me. You gave me your precious time for me, and
yeah, yeah,
we did a great conversation. I'm so happy, so glad to see you. And yeah, definitely we will have a conversation in upcoming couple of days as well,
yes,
right?
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Can
Thank
we
you
wrap
so much.
up?
Thank you so much. Yes,
Yeah, thank
definitely,
you
sir.
so much. Heartily most welcome. Thank you so much.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.